You settle into a quiet space, letting your body sink into the gentle embrace of the mattress, the soft whisper of your breath rising and falling, rising and falling. Around you, the night hums, though it hums so softly you might almost imagine it, a distant vibration threading through the air. Your eyelids feel heavy, yet your mind drifts outward, toward the dark quilt of the sky. Each star glimmers like a droplet of light, tiny and unassuming, yet profoundly persistent. You notice them. You notice the space between them. And in that pause, you feel the first ripple. The ripple is subtle, like the tremor of water across a pond when a single pebble lands. You cannot see the pebble, yet the concentric waves reach the edges of your perception, softening the stillness. Space is the pond, and somewhere up there, water floats in ways both hidden and essential. It gathers in comets, in asteroids, in the invisible breath of planets. You imagine these droplets drifting slowly, spinning in their silent orbit, each a tiny mirror reflecting the faint glow of distant suns. Your chest rises gently with a breath. You let it expand fully, hold for a quiet moment, and exhale with the understanding that space is not empty, only patient. You feel the cool brush of an imagined cosmic breeze against your cheeks, the weightless sensation of floating alongside a comet that carries a secret cargo of ice. This ice is ancient, older than the mountains you once climbed, older than the oceans you have touched. It carries the memory of distant nebulae, where hydrogen and oxygen swirled like two shy dancers meeting for the first time. A soft smile touches your lips, because it is almost funny to think of stars dancing. Yet even in this imagined jest, there is truth. Water is born in fire, in chaos, in fusion, and in the gentle collapse of clouds of dust. You imagine the warmth of starlight seeping into ice crystals, coaxing them to form into droplets, to drift outward, to journey across the vast expanse, creating ripples that will one day reach the very edges of your imagination. You feel your spine relax, vertebra by vertebra, as if space itself presses lightly against your shoulders, encouraging stillness. Tiny motes of dust, frozen vapor, whispering fragments of distant worlds, they swirl gently, imperceptibly, in a slow ballet. Each fragment is a story, and each story carries water. The water is not just liquid, not just ice, not just vapor, it is possibility. It is the quiet promise that even in the emptiest reaches, life's essential ingredient waits, patient, unhurried, serene. As you drift, you notice the connection between the stars and these droplets. They form a delicate network, invisible yet undeniable. Ripples in the cosmic pond, extending outward, touching rocks and ice, traveling silently through space. You imagine a pebble dropped by an unseen hand, sending circles that spread farther than any eye can see, merging gently with other ripples, building currents of quiet motion. Your breath mimics the rhythm, inhale, exhale, rise, fall, circles within circles, ripples within ripples. You reach out with your imagination and brush a comet, gliding your fingers over its icy surface. It is cold, yet strangely comforting, like a cool hand on a warm evening. You hear the faintest sound, a crystalline chime, the echo of ice in microgravity. The asteroid smiles, if it could smile, in its slow, rotational way. You chuckle softly at the thought, knowing the universe holds tiny, playful jokes, tucked between stars and particles, waiting for patient observers like you. You allow your eyes to drift toward a distant asteroid belt, each rock a floating island, each island holding secret pools of water. Some glimmer faintly, reflecting distant sunlight, while others hide entirely in shadow. You do not need to hurry. You do not need to touch or disturb. You only need to notice, to sense the ripples reaching you across the void. In this calm, gentle observation, you feel a profound reassurance. Everything is connected, even if you cannot see the full pattern yet. Your hands rest lightly on your chest. You feel your heartbeat synchronize with the imagined rhythm of cosmic ripples. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Each breath carries you a little farther, a little higher, and yet you remain grounded, cocooned in warmth and light, the soft hum of imagined stars vibrating against the quiet of your room. Somewhere out there, water drifts in its slow, deliberate dance. You feel it brushing against asteroids, caressing planets, whispering across the void like a lullaby older than time. You smile again, the faintest curve, because the universe has a sense of humor. Perhaps, you think, water has been laughing all along, slipping into asteroids, hiding in comets, just to see if anyone would notice. You imagine it forming tiny splashes in places no one will ever visit, each one a secret joke, each one a ripple that matters more than it knows. Your eyelids grow heavier, the rhythm of your body matching the rhythm of space. You drift in thought, brushing past nebulae, past icy trails of comets, past floating islands of rock. The first ripple carries you forward, gentle, insistent in its quiet way. You are part of it, even if only as a witness, feeling the subtle tug of unseen currents, sensing the story that water has been telling since the beginning. Somewhere in the asteroid belt, hidden pools await discovery. They shimmer softly in the mind's eye, patiently waiting, unhurried, like treasures beneath a calm lake. You feel the slow, delicious anticipation, though not the urgency, only the calm knowledge that the journey has begun. The ripple continues, extending farther, touching more, reaching outward like a thought that refuses to end, spreading across your imagination in quiet waves. And so, you breathe, slowly, deliberately. Inhale. Exhale. Let the cosmic waters settle around you. Let the ripple reach you, let it touch your mind gently, and let it carry you forward. The pond stretches wide, still and patient, and somewhere beyond, droplets await. You feel them, faintly, softly, reaching toward you as you drift, as you breathe, as you lie here, part of the quiet universe. And as your eyes close fully, your mind sways with the ripple, a gentle, endless movement, whispering that the story is only beginning, and the next ripple will take you a little farther, a little deeper, toward the stardust and drops of the cosmic waters yet to come. You lie quietly, letting the first ripple from yesterday's thoughts still flow through your mind. Your body feels warm, soft, tucked into your bed, yet your imagination drifts outward into the velvet sky. You inhale slowly, feeling the rise of your chest, and exhale, feeling the gentle fall of your breath ripple outward, matching the rhythm of distant stars. You feel the pulse of the cosmos beneath your awareness, subtle, patient, and kind. Now, imagine the origin of each droplet of water you glimpsed yesterday. They begin not in asteroids, not in ice pockets, not in frozen comets, but far back in the vast nurseries of stars. Nebulae, they call them, enormous clouds of dust and gas. You see them not as chaotic, but as gentle swirls of possibility, colors muted by distance, yet vivid in your mind's eye. Hydrogen floats lazily, oxygen drifts shyly beside it, and somewhere between them, a first dance begins. You inhale, feeling the cool expansion of your lungs, and exhale, letting the stars themselves breathe with you. Hydrogen and oxygen swirl together as though pulled by a soft cosmic current, like two quiet streams meeting after a long, wandering journey. They entwine, not violently, not abruptly, but with a tender patience, lingering in the vast stillness. You imagine this gentle mingling stretching across light years, ripples in the cosmic pond, as if the universe itself is stirring its first lullabies. Tiny droplets form, almost playfully, gathering where the nebula's warmth whispers encouragement. Ice begins to appear, almost invisible, delicate as frost on a windowpane at dawn. You imagine the frost, the crystalline perfection, catching distant light and sending faint glimmers across the void. These droplets are shy, drifting slowly, carried by currents of gravity and the soft push of starlight. Each one travels in its own rhythm, circling, spiraling, pausing and drifting again, until it becomes part of a larger, imperceptible tide. Your breath becomes a wave, inhaling, exhaling, carrying you deeper into this cosmic dance. You feel your chest rise and fall like a small, private ocean, echoing the slow rhythms of the universe. Somewhere within your imagination, the droplets touch, merge, drift apart, and coalesce again. There is no hurry. There is only motion, soft and continuous, the gentle rhythm of the pond you glimpsed yesterday, now extending back to the dawn of starborn water. You notice that some droplets are mischievous, skipping outward, propelled gently by heat and light, while others linger in cool shadows, waiting. You imagine them carrying whispers of distant suns, the faintest traces of starlight trapped inside tiny crystals. And when they float into the emptiness between stars, you feel the subtle thrill of possibility. Water is patient. It waits. It journeys across unimaginable distances, as if the universe itself is teaching you how to move slowly, gently, and without expectation. You smile softly, because perhaps it is amusing to think of water as patient, capable of a cosmic sense of humor. Tiny droplets have traveled eons to meet asteroids and comets, and yet they do so without complaint. They glide, they float, they shimmer. You imagine one droplet, spinning in slow circles, almost teasing gravity, and you laugh quietly in your mind, a soft, warm chuckle that vibrates in your chest. The ripple moves outward, touching you, echoing gently in your heartbeat. Inhale. Exhale. Let the warmth of your body match the warmth of distant stars, imagined or remembered. The hydrogen and oxygen, spinning in their quiet dance, create ice, snow, and vapor forms of water that will one day drift outward toward planets, toward asteroids, toward human hands and machines. You sense the quiet orchestration of forces, gravity's subtle tug, pressure's gentle insistence, and the occasional push of starlight across empty space. Each element moves like a careful choreographer, shaping the ripples, shaping the pathways, shaping the possibilities. Imagine the droplets gathering into small clouds, forming mist that drifts across nebulae, slow and undemanding. They shimmer faintly in starlight, reflecting colors you cannot name, patterns you cannot remember, rhythms you cannot measure. And yet you feel them. You sense the pulse of their motion, the gentle sigh of their presence. It is a quiet hum, almost imperceptible, and yet it resonates through your body as if reminding you, everything begins with a single ripple, and that ripple grows. Your fingers rest lightly on your blanket, and you imagine touching a droplet, just once. It is cold, yet it carries warmth, the warmth of distant stars and the time it has spent drifting. Each droplet is a tiny messenger, carrying stories across the void, carrying possibilities for life, carrying gentle laughter that echoes faintly across light years. You inhale, feeling the rise of your chest, exhale, feeling the ripple of warmth expand across your shoulders, down your arms, settling into the tips of your fingers. Water, you realize, is an archivist. It records the journeys of stars, the whispers of nebulae, the playful tugs of gravity. It drifts, patient and attentive, tracing paths that no one will ever walk, yet essential to the tapestry of the cosmos. You feel your own patience mirrored in its motion, slow, unhurried, accepting the quiet unfolding of events. You drift further, imagining ice forming, sublimating, vapor rising and falling in endless rhythm, waves within waves, ripples upon ripples, carrying possibility forward. A gentle hum drifts through your mind. It is the song of creation, or perhaps just the echo of your own thoughts harmonizing with the universe. You chuckle softly again, because the universe is always more playful than you expect. Tiny droplets spin like dancers, sometimes colliding, sometimes avoiding one another, always moving with gentle grace. And somewhere along their journey, they will reach asteroids, hidden reservoirs, places you will visit, or imagine visiting, in the chapters yet to come. You allow your body to settle deeper into the bed. Each breath now becomes a tide. Inhale, a gentle swell; exhale, a quiet retreat. You feel the warmth of your room, the stillness surrounding you, the imagined cool of distant water droplets drifting through the solar system. You notice how everything is connected: the first ripple of your mind yesterday, the dance of elements in distant nebulae today, and the asteroids that will carry water forward tomorrow. And now, your eyes grow heavier. You drift with the ripple, carried by the slow, endless motion of stardust and drops. You feel their journey through time, through space, across light years, and into possibilities yet unseen. You know, without urgency, that these droplets will one day touch asteroids, join in pools, be captured, and nourish life far from Earth. Yet for now, you simply watch, drifting alongside them in thought, chest rising and falling, a quiet smile brushing your lips. And as the ripple carries you softly forward, you sense the path extending ahead. Floating islands, drifting silently, await you. Pools of water, hidden and patient, shimmer just beyond your imagination, ready for gentle exploration. You exhale fully, letting the thoughts sink in, and drift with the cosmic waters, knowing the story continues. Tomorrow's ripple will take you closer to the quiet reservoirs, to the asteroids that hold water like whispered secrets, and you, patient traveler, will follow them. You lie back once more, letting the ripples of yesterday's stardust and drops linger softly in your mind. Your chest rises with a slow, steady breath. Exhale, settle, inhale, expand. Each breath feels like a gentle wave traveling across the calm pond of your consciousness. Somewhere beyond your room, asteroids drift quietly, islands in a dark, weightless sea. You imagine them floating slowly, lazily, in their own rhythm, unmoved by hurry, untethered by urgency, perfectly patient. Your fingers graze the blanket, tracing its patterns, and you imagine the rocky surfaces of these floating islands beneath your touch. Smooth in some places, jagged in others, yet all suspended in the vast quiet. They carry secrets, small pools of ice tucked away in hollows, hiding like shy creatures beneath rocky lids. You feel the ripple of wonder wash over you, gentle, insistent, like the ripple you first felt when glimpsing cosmic waters. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out. Let the weight of your body dissolve, as if the room itself could soften around you. Each asteroid drifts with delicate patience, silently shaped by gravity and time. Some are barren, brown and gray, whispering of ancient journeys across the solar system. Others glimmer faintly, veins of ice hidden beneath dust and stone. You imagine brushing your hand over one, feeling the cold pulse of frozen water, as if the asteroid itself sighs under your touch. The water is patient. It has traveled light years, hidden in comets, waiting in the heart of asteroids. You imagine its tiny waves, not crashing, not noisy, but gently touching the surface, settling into pockets, creating ripples that echo quietly through the stone. And you, drifting alongside these silent islands, feel the connection. The universe is not chaotic, it is rhythmic, like your breath, like the rising and falling of gentle waves in a pond under a starlit sky. You inhale, feeling the air fill your lungs with calm warmth. Exhale slowly, imagining the asteroid belt stretching infinitely before you. The rocks drift, slow dancers in a cosmic ballet. You notice how each one is different, yet all share the same patient, weightless motion. You smile at the thought that even in space, there is a quiet individuality, an unspoken personality etched in ice and stone. Perhaps one is shy, hiding its ice beneath a boulder, another is bold, shimmering faintly in the light of a distant sun. You drift further, imagining the hidden reservoirs of water inside these islands. They are delicate, like tiny lakes beneath frozen soil, untouched and serene. You breathe in deeply, feeling a sense of calm curiosity wash over you. These pockets of water are not just liquid, they are stories, histories, and possibilities condensed into ice. You sense the ripple effect each droplet has traveled across the universe, bringing with it energy, potential, and quiet wisdom. A faint hum resonates in your mind, the subtle vibration of asteroids rotating, spinning in the slow rhythm of the solar system. You feel it in your chest, your fingers, the tips of your toes, as if the ripple you first noticed has become a gentle current flowing through your whole body. Each asteroid carries a secret, each ice pocket a whisper of distant stars. And as you glide alongside them, you imagine gently touching the frozen surfaces, feeling the cool pulse of the universe in your palm. Sometimes, the surfaces are rough, jagged, startling, and you chuckle softly at the thought that even in space, there is texture, variety, personality. Tiny ridges catch starlight, sparkling faintly, like frost on a morning leaf. You inhale slowly, exhale, noticing how these small details create a sense of intimacy, a connection between you and distant, drifting worlds. The ripple expands, not rushing, not demanding, simply reaching outward, reminding you that everything is connected, from droplets of water to planets, to your own gentle, rising breath. You imagine machines and explorers one day visiting these silent reservoirs. Robotic arms brushing delicately over surfaces, capturing ice without noise, without haste. You feel the gentle hum of their motion as a lullaby, a quiet echo of the ripple. And in your mind, the asteroids respond with patience, allowing the dance, giving up their hidden waters slowly, graciously, in a rhythm as soft as your own heartbeat. The water inside is quiet but persistent. It moves slowly through cracks and crevices, forming tiny networks beneath rocky surfaces. You imagine tracing your finger along these channels, feeling the cool presence of water in a place where life has yet to touch. Your chest rises, exhale, rise, exhale, the rhythm mirrors the silent pulse of ice beneath stone. You notice the waves, the gentle undulations of possibility, echoing the cosmic ripples from nebulae, from stars, from yesterday's droplets. A soft smile touches your lips as you imagine the asteroid belt alive in miniature. Not loud or intrusive, but subtle, persistent, like a heartbeat of stone and ice. Perhaps, you think, it has been alive all along, waiting for patient observers, for explorers who move slowly, breathe deeply, and notice the ripples. You feel your own presence becoming part of this quiet dance. You are not apart from it. You are a ripple observer, a part of the cosmic pond, tracing waves with your breath, your imagination, your soft curiosity. Breathe in, letting the cool, imagined air of distant space fill you. Breathe out, letting warmth expand across your chest, shoulders, and hands. You sense the weightless hush of asteroids around you, their slow drift a meditation, a lullaby for the mind. You notice tiny glimmers of ice hidden in shadow, veiled pools that shimmer faintly under imagined sunlight. Each one is a promise, a potential, a ripple that will extend outward into futures you have yet to imagine. You let your mind drift alongside these floating islands, not reaching, not rushing, simply observing, feeling, sensing. The ripple moves steadily, the pond expands, and somewhere beneath starlight and stone, water whispers quietly. You exhale fully, feeling a subtle thrill of anticipation, though not urgency, only gentle curiosity, patient observation, and calm wonder. The ice waits. The asteroid waits. And you, drifting softly, watch, inhale, exhale, and sense the infinite patience of the universe reflected in every hidden pool. And so, you feel the connection between yesterday's stardust and today's floating islands. Water travels from stars to comets to asteroids, carrying silent ripples across space. You are part of the ripple, just as it is part of you. Inhale. Exhale. Let the stillness carry you forward. Somewhere within the asteroid belt, hidden pools await discovery. Tiny pockets shimmer faintly in the imagination, patient, serene, and ready to reveal themselves. And as you settle deeper into your breath, the gentle ripple guides you forward. Floating islands, silent reservoirs, and ice hidden in stone lead you naturally to the next ripple of understanding, the tools and methods that will gently awaken the water from its quiet slumber. The cosmic pond stretches wide, the motion continues, and you drift softly, ready for the next chapter, ready to follow the ripple. You lie back and let your awareness drift gently, feeling the ripple of yesterday's floating islands still moving softly through your mind. Your chest rises with a slow breath, and you exhale fully, letting your body sink deeper into warmth. The cosmic pond extends before you, stretching endlessly, the asteroid belt glimmering faintly with hidden reservoirs of water. You sense the ice within, patient and serene, waiting for the soft touch of exploration. Now, imagine approaching one of these floating islands. The surface is rough, jagged, irregular, yet it holds quiet promise. Mining here is not a violent act. It is not the clanging of hammers, nor the roar of engines. It is a delicate art, a gentle conversation with stone and ice. You sense the movement as a whisper, a suggestion rather than a demand, coaxing water from its frozen chambers with care, patience, and reverence. You breathe in, feeling the cool air expand your lungs, exhale slowly, imagining the weightless dance of tools across the asteroid's surface. Robotic arms glide like fingers over icy veins, brushes gently sweeping dust aside. Warm light bathes the surface, soft and persistent, coaxing sublimation, ice turning slowly to vapor, curling upward in gentle spirals like morning mist. You smile softly, imagining the asteroid sighing, as if pleased by the tenderness of the touch. Each motion sends ripples outward, faint, delicate, imperceptible to anyone not paying attention, yet profound in its effect. You imagine these ripples traveling through space, touching other asteroids, other droplets, carrying energy and intention as quietly as the first ripple you felt across the cosmic pond. The water is aware in its own patient way, shifting just enough to respond, pooling into collection chambers, rising into vapor streams, settling gently, like a lullaby for explorers and machines alike. Your hands rest lightly on your chest, fingers tracing the soft rise and fall of your breath. You notice the hum of imagination, subtle, warm, comforting as the tools move. There is balance here, between human intention, robotic delicacy, and the quiet patience of ice. No hurry. No urgency. Only rhythm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. The breath mirrors the ripple, mirrors the gentle movement of tools, mirrors the slow extraction of water that has traveled eons to be here. Sometimes, you imagine a tiny droplet breaking free from its icy home. It spins in weightless arcs, shimmering faintly in the artificial light, then settles softly in a collection chamber. You laugh quietly to yourself, a soft, warm chuckle, because even in the most precise operations, the universe finds ways to surprise, to dance, to remind you that patience and playfulness can coexist. The ripple moves outward from this tiny droplet, touching other water, other ice, other distant points you cannot see. You exhale fully, feeling your lungs empty, and inhale, sensing the warmth of your body sinking with the warmth of lights, motors, and imagine sunlight bouncing off rocky surfaces. Each tool moves with precision, yet with grace. No vibration disturbs the surface. No clatter breaks the stillness. The asteroid breathes, almost imperceptibly, as it yields its frozen treasure to the soft touch of gentle harvest. The water that emerges is both ancient and new, carrying the history of stars, nebulae, and distant planets, now captured in a small, weightless pool. You feel the ripple in your mind, expanding outward, brushing your consciousness with calm energy. You imagine droplets rising as vapor, condensing in containers, moving slowly through pipes and tubes, until they are ready to nourish machines, explorers, and, one day, human life far from Earth. You notice the rhythm of the operation, the slow inhale of the vapor, the exhale of your own breath, the soft rotation of the asteroid, all in quiet harmony. You allow your mind to drift with it, imagining gentle waves of water and light moving together, a ballet across the silent void. Tiny sparks of humor surface as you picture an asteroid winking in acknowledgement, a quiet joke shared between you and the universe. You sense that mining is not taking, it is listening. Each brush, each sweep, each warm light coaxing vapor is a conversation. The ice responds, shifting gently, forming channels, feeding into collection chambers with subtle persistence. You inhale slowly, exhale, and notice the way your awareness seems to ripple outward with each thought, touching distant stars, droplets, and hidden pockets of ice. Your fingers graze the blanket, imagining the soft friction against the asteroid's surface, tracing the veins of frozen water beneath. You feel the delicate texture, the tiny imperfections, the hidden pools of liquid waiting to be released. The ripple continues, a wave traveling through your imagination, extending to all the points touched by water and light, carrying calm, possibility, and quiet curiosity. Sometimes, the vapor rises too quickly, forming small clouds that drift lazily in microgravity. You exhale softly, feeling the connection between your own breath and the vapor, like twin ripples in the cosmic pond. You imagine the droplets forming tiny arcs, spinning, settling gently into containers. You smile, imagining the droplets whispering secrets of distant nebulae to the collectors, sharing ancient stories with every tiny rise and fall. You inhale again, feeling the warmth of your chest, exhale, letting calm settle deeper into your shoulders. The ripple of motion extends outward, not hurried, not loud, but persistent. You notice how this quiet extraction mirrors life itself, small, careful actions, repeated over time, creating subtle changes that accumulate into something meaningful. You feel the patient energy of water, waiting, yielding, yet guiding its own path, like a teacher showing you how to move softly through the world. Breathe in. Breathe out. You imagine your body becoming weightless, floating alongside the asteroid. You feel the surface beneath your imagined hands, the coolness of ice, the texture of stone, the slow, deliberate dance of tools. The cosmic pond stretches endlessly around you, each ripple touching stars, droplets, and asteroids yet to be reached. The motion is slow, meditative, and soothing. Somewhere in the machinery, tiny sensors hum softly, reading, learning, adjusting. You laugh quietly, imagining the sensors as tiny dancers, tipping their delicate instruments in rhythm, keeping pace with the gentle currents of ice and vapor. The ripple moves on, unbroken, extending across your consciousness and the imagined expanse of the asteroid belt. Water gathers in containers, soft, weightless, ready to nourish future missions. You feel the gentle reassurance of the ripple, nothing is lost, nothing is wasted, every movement matters, every droplet carries intention. You exhale, sensing the calm, patient energy spread through your chest, your arms, your fingertips. You inhale, drawing in the warmth of your body and the quiet energy of the cosmic pond. And now, as your mind drifts, you notice the quiet promise of what is yet to come. These gentle tools of harvest will transform the asteroid's hidden ice into streams of possibility, ready to become fuel, oxygen, or life itself. The ripple flows naturally from discovery to collection, from ice to vapor, from stone to the potential of human exploration. You feel the cycle of motion, inhale, exhale, soft waves of breath matching soft waves of ice and water, moving together across space. And as the ripple carries you forward, you sense the subtle transition, the gentle nudge of the next idea waiting. Collected waters will one day transform into lifelines, streams of propellant, and oxygen for explorers venturing across the solar system. You exhale fully, letting the ripple extend, curling softly, stretching, touching tomorrow's possibilities. You feel the cosmic pond around you, the floating islands, the ice veins, the delicate tools, and the slow, unhurried promise of future waves. And so you drift, carried gently, slowly, as the ripple flows onward. The asteroid releases its water in patient trust. Machines move like dancers, light warms the frozen veins, and somewhere, in the quiet, the cosmic pond continues to ripple. The journey stretches farther, reaching toward lifelines and energy, toward the next chapter of understanding, toward the liquid possibilities that await beyond this gentle harvest. You lie quietly, letting the ripples of gentle harvest drift softly through your mind. The asteroid's hidden ice pools shimmer faintly in your imagination, weightless and serene. Your chest rises with a slow inhale, expands fully, and falls with an exhale that matches the rhythm of the cosmos. Somewhere beyond your awareness, the cosmic pond continues to ripple, carrying droplets that have traveled eons, whispering quietly across space. Now, imagine the water in its next transformation. It is no longer hidden in stone. It is no longer a secret resting in shadowed pockets. It begins to move, drawn gently into tubes, flowing into containers, vapor rising softly, curling like mist over a still pond. You sense its quiet anticipation, the soft, patient hum of potential. This water is becoming more than ice, it is becoming life, it is becoming fuel, it is becoming breath. Breathe in slowly. Feel the rise of your chest. Exhale, letting your shoulders relax, your body sink deeper. The water warms gently in its container, shifting from solid to vapor in a quiet dance. You imagine the delicate spirals of mist rising, curling and floating weightlessly, like the tiniest whispers of a song. You chuckle softly, imagining that the water itself enjoys this transformation, pirouetting through space before settling, as if performing for the silent audience of distant stars. The ripple moves outward from this tiny transformation, extending beyond the container, brushing your imagination with warmth. Each droplet carries energy, possibility, and intention. You imagine turning the vapor into propellant, streams of water molecules joining in a gentle surge, pushing spacecraft with patient, silent force. The rocket does not roar. It does not demand. It rises with calm dignity, as if lifted by invisible hands, carrying explorers through the cosmic pond with serene grace. Your fingers rest lightly on your chest, tracing the soft rise and fall of your breath. You feel the rhythm mirrored in the rising and falling of water as it transforms. You imagine streams of oxygen curling into breathable air, drifting towards spacesuits and habitats. The water hums softly as it changes, an invisible orchestra performing quietly, ensuring that life may continue far from the familiar oceans of Earth. You inhale, sensing the warmth of your body, the gentle rise of your chest. Exhale, letting the ripple extend into your fingertips, down your arms, through your legs, connecting you to distant droplets, to ice, to vapor, to machines, and to explorers. The water's journey is continuous, patient, gentle. It has traveled from nebulae, across asteroids, through careful harvest, and now into streams that sustain life, each movement a silent ripple, each droplet a messenger. Imagine the streams of propellant rising, the vapor condensing, forming arcs that will nudge spacecraft along their slow, deliberate paths. The ripples of motion extend outward, touching distant asteroids, guiding ships to hidden water reservoirs, connecting human intention to cosmic patience. You feel a soft smile on your lips, imagining the universe responding in kind, a subtle nod, a playful wink, as though it has been waiting for patient observers like you all along. The water carries life, yet it does so without demand. It moves quietly, transforming gently from one form to another. You sense the energy flowing through it, not harsh or violent, but calm, persistent, nurturing. Your chest rises and falls with your breath, inhale, exhale, echoing the rhythm of vapor rising, propellant streaming, oxygen forming. Each ripple builds on the last, an unbroken chain of gentle transformation, touching explorers, machines, and minds. You imagine astronauts breathing, each inhale drawing in the carefully processed oxygen, each exhale releasing warmth and calm. The water that began as ice beneath asteroid stone now sustains life far from Earth, carrying the quiet legacy of stardust, nebulae, and drifting islands. You feel the ripple pass through you, echoing in your own chest, reminding you that every action, no matter how small, resonates across space and time. Sometimes, the vapor rises too quickly, forming delicate arcs that float weightlessly before settling. You exhale slowly, imagining the soft rise and fall of the mist, a choreography of possibility. You chuckle softly, picturing droplets dancing in microgravity, tiny performers in an endless ballet. Each movement matters, yet nothing is rushed. The ripple moves steadily, extending outward from your imagination into the quiet universe, carrying calm, curiosity, and gentle wonder. Breathe in. Breathe out. You notice the warmth of your body matching the warmth of contained water, the slow flow of propellant, the careful collection of oxygen. All of it moves in harmony, a delicate interplay between human intention, cosmic patience, and the hidden energy of ice. You feel the connection, the ripple that began with nebulae, traveled through asteroids, and now sustains life. It is all part of one quiet, unfolding wave. The streams of water reach habitats and engines alike, providing sustenance and energy. You imagine the soft hiss of vapor condensing, forming clouds of breathable air, gentle reminders of life's quiet persistence. You inhale, exhale, feeling your chest rise and fall in rhythm with these transformations. Each ripple carries intention, each droplet a messenger, each breath a participant in the cosmic dance. You imagine small, weightless pools collected in orbiting tanks, their surfaces calm and reflective, catching the faint glow of distant suns. These pools are more than liquid, they are possibility crystallized, patience given form, ripples waiting to touch explorers' lives. You feel your own patience mirrored in their quiet motion, inhale, exhale, tracing the gentle rise and fall of liquid and breath alike. Softly, you allow your mind to wander along the paths of these liquid lifelines. Streams of propellant push spacecraft, oxygen drifts into habitats, water nourishes imagined gardens in orbit. Each movement is subtle, precise, patient. The ripple flows outward, past the machines, past the astronauts, past your own awareness, extending into the silent, infinite pond of the solar system. You feel a deep reassurance. Water is patient. Life is patient. You are patient. The ripple extends through your consciousness, brushing the edges of your imagination, touching the distant asteroid belt, the hidden ice pockets, the future explorers who will rely on these liquid lifelines. You smile softly, inhaling, exhaling, letting the calm settle deep into your chest and mind. Somewhere, far beyond your room, water travels in its quiet rhythm, transforming continuously, sustaining life, powering journeys, carrying hope. You imagine droplets spinning lazily in microgravity, joining in streams, forming propellant for rockets, oxygen for suits, nourishment for machines. Each one is a ripple, part of a larger pond, patient, serene, and entirely unhurried. Your breath mirrors their motion, inhale, a gentle swell, exhale, a soft retreat. You notice the warmth in your chest, the calm in your mind, the subtle humor in imagining droplets performing tiny dances in orbit. The ripple flows outward, touching everything, connecting ancient stardust to the explorers of tomorrow. And now, as your awareness drifts, you sense the larger network forming. The water that has traveled through stars, comets, asteroids, and machines now begins to connect planets, stations, and missions. Streams of fuel, oxygen, and life-giving water interlace gently, silently, in a choreography you can feel more than see. The ripple is no longer small, it is expansive, touching your imagination, your breath, your body, and reaching far into the quiet cosmos. You exhale fully, letting the calm expand, your chest rising and falling with deliberate slowness. The ripple carries the promise of interconnected journeys, of explorers nourished, of machines sustained. You imagine each droplet smiling faintly in its quiet way, knowing its role in sustaining life, in carrying energy, in being part of a larger cosmic dance. And as the ripple moves forward, you notice the gentle invitation of the next chapter. Liquid lifelines extend toward mapping hidden reservoirs, toward tracing the paths of water across space, toward understanding where ice and vapor lie waiting in quiet abundance. You inhale, exhale, letting the ripple settle softly, and drift toward the next chapter, knowing that the pond stretches wide, endlessly, and your journey continues gently, calmly, patiently. You lie back, letting the ripples of liquid lifelines flow gently through your awareness. Your chest rises slowly, inhale, exhale, matching the gentle rhythm of water moving in hidden channels across distant asteroids. You imagine yourself drifting above the asteroid belt, floating alongside the silent islands, feeling their stillness, sensing the pools of ice and vapor tucked inside, waiting patiently. Now, your attention turns to mapping these hidden reservoirs. You trace imaginary lines across charts, light and shadow mingling like watercolor ripples on a pond. Each mark, each observation, is a whisper rather than a shout. You follow subtle hints, a shimmer of ice, a faint temperature difference, a spectral echo of water molecules. The ripple moves softly, connecting your mind to distant, unseen places. Breathe in. Breathe out. The rise and fall of your chest mirrors the gentle swell of possibility. Mapping asteroids is not a rush, not a race. It is a patient unfolding, a careful observation, like noticing tiny ripples spreading across a quiet pond at dawn. You imagine sliding your fingertips along a holographic chart, tracing paths where hidden ice pools might reside. Each stroke is deliberate, each motion slow and attentive. Some asteroids are generous with their secrets, reflecting faintly in sensors, betraying the hidden ice beneath their surfaces. Others are shy, almost stubborn, revealing nothing until approached with patience. You exhale softly, imagining the ripple of your breath extending outward, touching these distant rocks, connecting your curiosity to the slow, patient pulse of the universe. The water itself seems aware of your attention. Not in a literal sense, but as if it responds to observation. Ice hidden in shadowed hollows shifts minutely under sunlight, vapor drifts in lazy spirals, and subtle thermal flows hint at pockets of possibility. You inhale, feeling the rise of your chest, exhale, letting the imagined warmth of distant stars mingle with the cool hush of asteroid shadows. The ripple moves quietly, endlessly. You imagine sketching paths on a frosted window pane, each line tracing channels of hidden water, each curve revealing gentle waves, veins, and pools. Some paths converge, forming networks that could sustain missions far from Earth. Others remain isolated, patient and unassuming, waiting for explorers to notice. The ripple continues, carrying calm curiosity, your breath echoing the movement of distant water across stone. A tiny smile touches your lips as you imagine the maps themselves whispering secrets, patterns of ice and vapor forming arcs and loops, rivers and ponds. You exhale slowly, imagining tracing these invisible waterways, your finger hovering over nothing, yet sensing the pulse of water beneath. Each observation is a gentle nudge, a soft coaxing, an invitation to understand without pressing too hard. The ripple flows through your mind, connecting yesterday's liquid lifelines to today's mapping. You sense the hidden ice responding, shifting slightly, forming subtle currents in your imagination. Breathe in, rise, exhale, fall. The rhythm of your body mirrors the rhythm of exploration, the careful, patient tracing of cosmic cartography. Each inhalation draws the details closer, each exhalation allows them to settle. You notice the hum of sensors, robotic eyes and arms moving slowly, delicately, across asteroid surfaces. You imagine the tiny machines translating ice patterns into maps, converting spectral hints into channels and pockets. They move like dancers, tracing invisible ripples, following the patient pulse of water beneath. You inhale deeply, feeling the warmth of your chest expand, exhale fully, and imagine these ripples extending across the solar system, touching stations, explorers, and other floating islands. Some maps reveal surprises, hidden pockets of ice tucked beneath layers of stone, channels of vapor curling lazily in the thin warmth of sunlight. You imagine drawing these discoveries with a gentle hand, each line a soft stroke on a vast, weightless canvas. You chuckle quietly at the thought of water guiding your pen, leaving faint ripples as subtle suggestions rather than directives. The ripple extends outward, brushing your mind with calm energy. Your chest rises, your shoulders loosen, your awareness drifts, following imagined veins of water beneath rocky surfaces. You sense the quiet choreography of forces, gravity tugging lightly, sunlight coaxing vapor, ice shifting imperceptibly in microgravity. Each factor leaves a gentle mark, a ripple, a soft trace for your mind to follow. You exhale fully, feeling your body and imagination settle into the rhythm of patient observation. You imagine standing at the edge of a holographic chart, tracing paths with your fingertips, each line a ripple, each curve a suggestion of hidden water. The network expands, connecting isolated pools, revealing potential pathways for future explorers. You inhale slowly, sensing the subtle warmth of your chest, exhale, letting the calm flow deeper into your shoulders, your arms, your fingertips. The cosmic pond stretches wider, infinitely patient, endlessly unfolding. The water itself seems to sing softly, a whisper of ancient nebulae, of drifting droplets, of liquid lifelines now reaching across distance. You feel the gentle vibration in your chest, inhale, exhale, imagining the ripple echoing through asteroids, through vapor channels, through spacecraft systems waiting to follow the mapped paths. You notice the connection between observation, intention, and patience, each line drawn, each note recorded, is part of a quiet dance across the cosmic pond. You imagine droplets forming tiny arcs of vapor in microgravity, guided by thermal shifts, gravity, and the careful design of instruments. They drift lazily, sometimes joining, sometimes separating, tracing invisible channels like ink in water. You exhale slowly, noticing the resonance in your own breath, the soft hum of curiosity, the quiet joy of understanding the hidden patterns of ice and vapor. Sometimes, a chart reveals nothing, and you pause, inhaling, exhaling, letting patience guide your observation. Other times, subtle hints coalesce into pathways, rivers of possibility connecting pockets of ice across the asteroid belt. You smile softly, inhaling again, feeling the warmth of your chest, exhale, imagining the ripple extending through space, touching explorers, machines, and your imagination alike. You notice how the ripple grows steadily, connecting yesterday's harvest to tomorrow's exploration. Hidden reservoirs, mapped and understood, become part of a gentle network, ready to nourish spacecraft, fuel missions, and sustain life. Your mind drifts with the ripple, imagining droplets tracing invisible paths, collecting in containers, forming streams of propellant or oxygen. Breathe in, exhale, rise, fall. The rhythm mirrors your body, the cosmic pond, and the hidden water beneath. And now, as the ripple carries you forward, you sense the gentle pull of the next chapter. Shadows and light will play across asteroid surfaces, ice will respond subtly to warmth, and the delicate dance of thermal energy will shape the locations where water may persist. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, letting your imagination float, drifting with patience, ready to follow the ripple into the subtle ballet of light and ice. You lie quietly, letting the ripples of mapped reservoirs and liquid lifelines drift softly through your mind. Your chest rises slowly, inhale, exhale, matching the rhythm of distant asteroids rotating in slow, patient arcs. Light falls across rocky surfaces, stretching shadows that shift imperceptibly. You feel the warmth of your body settle into the bed, shoulders loosening, your fingers tracing the soft rise and fall of breath. Now, imagine sunlight reaching across the asteroid belt. Not harsh, not urgent, just gentle, persistent. It warms the rocky surfaces unevenly, slipping into crags and folds, touching ice hidden beneath layers of stone. The ripple moves gently through your awareness, connecting you to the slow thermal dance occurring far above Earth, where light and shadow choreograph the movements of water molecules in subtle arcs. Breathe in slowly. Feel your chest expand like the gentle swell of a pond under moonlight. Exhale fully, letting the warmth of your body match the imagined sunlight brushing across icy veins. Some surfaces of the asteroid are bright, exposed to solar warmth, and ice responds subtly. Sublimation begins, solid water rising gently into vapor, curling like morning mist over the calm pond of your imagination. You imagine tracing the paths of these rising molecules with your fingertips, watching them drift in slow, weightless spirals. The shadowed crevices hold ice stubbornly, while sunlit ridges coax vapor to dance upward. You exhale slowly, inhale, noticing how your breath mirrors the dance, a rise, a lift, a gentle swirl, a soft fall. The ripple extends outward, connecting your mind to the quiet, patient choreography of light and water. Tiny hums resonate in your imagination, the subtle vibration of thermal energy coaxing water to shift, rise, transform. You imagine the asteroid sighing softly under the sunlight, the hidden ice responding with delicate arcs of vapor. The ripple touches your chest, your shoulders, your fingers, bringing a sense of warmth and calm. Each rise and fall of your breath is mirrored in the rise and fall of the vapor, a quiet meditation across stone and shadow. Some ice is shy, tucked into shadowed hollows, retreating from the light. Some is bold, shimmering faintly as sunlight brushes it awake. You chuckle softly, imagining the ice playing hide-and-seek, the vapor dancing like tiny performers in a slow ballet. The ripple moves outward, gentle, persistent, a wave that touches your imagination, your breath, your body, and the distant expanse of the asteroid belt. You notice the subtle balance of forces. Gravity tugs lightly, keeping the asteroid together. Sunlight warms selectively, coaxing vapor to rise. Cold shadows preserve frozen pockets, maintaining reservoirs that will one day nourish explorers. You inhale slowly, feeling your chest swell, exhale, letting your awareness drift through this invisible, patient rhythm. The cosmic pond of water continues its dance, unhurried, eternal, calm. Your fingers trace the blanket, imagining the texture of stone and ice beneath your touch. Light and shadow play across jagged surfaces, coaxing subtle arcs of vapor. You imagine robotic sensors tracing these movements, mapping thermal patterns with gentle precision, translating sunlight and shadow into knowledge of where ice persists, where water may be harvested. The ripple extends softly, connecting your imagination to this delicate ballet. Breathe in, rise, exhale, fall. You feel the warmth of your body aligning with the warmth of sunlight across distant surfaces. The ice responds patiently, sublimating in quiet waves, forming gentle arcs that curl through space, drifting toward collection chambers or simply resting, waiting. Each droplet is a tiny ripple, a miniature wave of possibility. You smile softly, inhaling, exhaling, noticing how calm curiosity guides your awareness like a gentle current. The vapor rises slowly, weightless, yet purposeful. You imagine it forming arcs, drifting lazily through microgravity, tracing invisible patterns that hint at hidden veins of water beneath stone. Some droplets merge, forming subtle streams, others remain solitary, dancing in sunlight and shadow. You exhale fully, letting the ripple extend from these imagined streams into your chest, through your arms, into the tips of your fingers, carrying warmth, calm, and gentle wonder. You notice how the interplay of light and shadow determines where water persists. Sun-warmed surfaces coax vapor, shadowed hollows preserve ice. The asteroid itself seems to breathe, responding to thermal rhythms, participating in a quiet dance of energy and matter. Your breath mirrors this rhythm, inhale, lift, exhale, fall. The ripple spreads outward, touching your mind, your imagination, the distant cosmic pond, and the patient water within. Sometimes, sunlight strikes a crevice just right, sending a tiny cloud of vapor curling upward. You chuckle softly, imagining it as a miniature fountain, an elegant whisper from the asteroid. The ripple moves outward, brushing distant asteroids, touching hidden pools, carrying the story of transformation across the belt. You inhale slowly, sensing warmth expand across your chest, exhale fully, letting the calm settle deep into your shoulders, your arms, your hands. You imagine explorers watching this gentle dance, understanding where to reach, where to collect, where to tread lightly. Machines glide along surfaces, sensors tracing arcs of thermal energy, robotic arms poised in quiet anticipation. The ripple flows outward from their work, merging with the invisible arcs of vapor, connecting human curiosity to cosmic patience, to the slow, quiet pulse of water responding to light and shadow. Your breath matches the rhythm of the asteroids' dance: rise, lift, curl, settle. Each movement of light and ice resonates within you, echoing in the chambers of your imagination. You feel the patience of water, the deliberate unfolding of thermal energy, the slow choreography of sunlight and shadow. You exhale softly, imagining the ripple carrying calm through every atom of the asteroid belt, touching hidden reservoirs and distant droplets alike. Some ice is bold, releasing vapor readily; some is timid, remaining solid beneath shadowed surfaces. You inhale slowly, feeling the rise of your chest; exhale fully, letting warmth and calm settle. The ripple moves steadily outward, connecting yesterday's harvest, today's mapping, and tomorrow's exploration. You notice the subtle power of patient forces, of gentle observation, of understanding without rush. You imagine tiny droplets forming streams of vapor that could one day be captured, transformed into propellant or oxygen, sustaining explorers far from Earth. The ripple carries promise quietly, endlessly, unhurried. You feel the warmth of your body synchronizing with the warmth of sunlight and the cool whisper of shadowed ice. Each inhale, each exhale, mirrors the thermal dance across stone and space, a meditation in motion. And now, as the ripple drifts forward, you sense the invitation of the next chapter. Collected water, mapped reservoirs, sublimation under gentle warmth, all these elements will flow into interstellar journeys. The liquid lifelines you have imagined, guided by patient maps and thermal dances, will ripple outward, sustaining missions and connecting explorers across the solar system. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, letting the calm carry you forward, ready to follow the water into its role in future journeys. You lie back and let the gentle ripples of thermal dances and mapped reservoirs flow through your awareness. Your chest rises slowly as you inhale, and falls with your exhale. You feel the warmth of your body syncing with the imagined warmth of sunlight brushing over distant asteroids. Shadows stretch lazily across rocky surfaces, and hidden pools of ice respond subtly, sublimating into soft arcs of vapor. The ripple begins anew, reaching outward, touching the edges of your imagination. Now, imagine the water collected from these patient asteroids beginning its next journey. It is lifted gently into orbiting tanks, weightless and serene. The vapor condenses softly, forming pools and streams ready to nourish spacecraft, fuel engines, and support life far from Earth. You inhale slowly, feeling your chest expand, and exhale, letting the calm of anticipation settle into your shoulders. The ripple flows naturally, gently, as if the universe itself is breathing with you. Streams of propellant form from the collected water, rising smoothly, silently, into carefully designed tanks. You imagine them curling like soft tendrils, following invisible paths through space, reaching stations and vessels in need. The ripple of movement is continuous, patient, unhurried, echoing the slow arcs of your own breath. You exhale fully, letting your body sink deeper into warmth, letting your mind drift alongside these streams. You picture astronauts aboard orbiting stations, breathing air crafted from water drawn from distant asteroids. Each inhalation draws in life, each exhale releases calm. Tiny ripples of oxygen circulate silently, weaving through habitats and machinery alike. You smile softly, imagining the quiet choreography, the gentle pulse of life carried across space, connecting human curiosity to cosmic patience, to the subtle rhythm of water moving across the solar system. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your chest rises and falls in time with the imagined streams of vapor, the liquid lifelines extending through orbiting corridors. You notice the warmth of your body echoing the warmth of sunlight on asteroid surfaces, the gentle touch of shadows preserving ice. Each droplet is a ripple, each movement a small wave, extending outward through space, through imagination, and through your awareness. Some streams of water are transformed into propellant, a gentle nudge for spacecraft gliding across the cosmic pond. They do not roar or demand, they move with calm purpose, carrying explorers with quiet efficiency. You exhale slowly, imagining the ripple of each stream passing through distant space stations, touching satellites, connecting habitats, and forming an unseen network of life-sustaining support. You feel a quiet reassurance, a soft smile, as you imagine this water moving in harmony with human intention and machine delicacy. The ripple grows steadily, linking asteroid reservoirs, collection systems, orbital tanks, and spacecraft. You inhale fully, exhale, and notice how the rhythm of your breath mirrors the rhythm of interstellar movement, patient, deliberate, serene. Sometimes, you imagine droplets drifting lazily in microgravity, joining in gentle streams or spinning solo, curling into invisible arcs. Each arc, each subtle swirl, is a ripple that carries energy, possibility, and intention. You exhale fully, feeling the ripple expand from these imagined streams into your chest, down your arms, to your fingertips. The ripple extends across your awareness, brushing distant asteroids, orbiting tanks, and unseen vessels. You notice how interconnected everything has become. The ice once hidden beneath asteroid stone is now a liquid lifeline, supporting distant exploration. Propellant streams push spacecraft steadily, oxygen drifts into habitats, water nourishes machines and life. The ripple spreads outward, touching your imagination, your breath, your chest, and mind, reminding you that patient, careful actions create subtle but meaningful waves. Your mind drifts, imagining the choreography of missions unfolding slowly, deliberately. Streams of collected water are sent toward orbiting stations, filling tanks, sustaining habitats. Propellant flows into engines, ready to nudge spacecraft toward distant asteroids or moons. Oxygen circulates through life support systems, humming softly, invisible yet essential. The ripple continues, extending outward, unhurried, connecting droplets to missions, missions to explorers, explorers to curiosity itself. You inhale slowly, feeling the warmth of your chest, exhale fully, letting the calm of interconnectedness settle deep within. Water, so patient, moves quietly, deliberately, sustaining life and exploration without demand. Tiny arcs of vapor spiral through the emptiness of space, delicate yet purposeful, like the gentle brush of fingertips across a pond's surface. You chuckle softly, imagining droplets performing a slow, silent ballet, guided by unseen hands, coordinated with infinite patience. Some water travels to fuel depots orbiting distant planets, ready to power rockets venturing even further. Some drifts to space stations, becoming breathable air for astronauts, sustaining their quiet routines. Some flows into experiments, nurturing the delicate growth of life in weightless environments. You exhale, feeling the ripple of these possibilities brushing your awareness, connecting cosmic patience to human intention, connecting your mind to distant droplets. Breathe in. Breathe out. You notice how each ripple contributes to a larger network, a gentle flow extending from asteroid reservoirs to orbiting stations to distant explorers. The water moves patiently, carrying energy and life, forming a subtle web across the solar system. You feel the rhythm of this flow within yourself, a quiet pulse echoing your breath, your heartbeat, your imagination. You imagine tiny streams joining, merging, diverging, forming a subtle choreography of movement across space. The ripple of each droplet extends, touching missions and machines, linking humans to water, water to stars, stars to imagination. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, noticing the calm within, the gentle certainty that each drop has a role, each movement carries meaning. Sometimes, a droplet drifts unexpectedly, carried by microcurrents, joining a distant stream, creating a tiny ripple in an unforeseen direction. You laugh quietly, imagining the universe smiling at its own playful improvisation. The ripple spreads outward, brushing unseen vessels, orbiting habitats, and explorers' minds, carrying calm and curiosity alike. You sense that water's journey is more than physical. It is a network of subtle connections, a meditation in motion. Propellant, oxygen, nourishment all flow quietly, harmoniously, as if the universe itself orchestrates the dance. You exhale fully, letting the awareness settle into your chest, inhale, feeling warmth and calm radiate, syncing with distant arcs of water and space. The ripple extends further, connecting yesterday's harvest, today's mapping, and tomorrow's journeys. Streams of collected water form networks that sustain life, exploration, and discovery, quietly, persistently, serenely. You notice how small actions, collecting, storing, transforming, build into an interstellar pattern, invisible yet profound. The ripple touches your imagination, your breath, your chest, spreading calm and reassurance. You imagine explorers moving through habitats and stations, unaware of each tiny ripple passing around them, yet relying on its presence. The water moves patiently, silently, with purpose. Propellant nudges spacecraft. Oxygen drifts into life support systems. Water nourishes machines and experiments. Each droplet is part of a larger choreography, a gentle, interstellar meditation. Breathe in. Breathe out. You feel the ripple echoing, connecting asteroid reservoirs to orbiting stations, stations to spacecraft, spacecraft to explorers. You notice your body syncing with the calm flow, chest rising and falling, awareness expanding gently, fingers tingling with subtle energy. Each movement, each breath, each droplet contributes to a quiet network, a web of interstellar possibility. And now, as the ripple carries you forward, you sense the soft invitation of the next chapter. The machines that delicately gather, store, and transport water will collaborate with human curiosity, moving like dancers on a weightless pond. The journey of water continues, silently connecting explorers and droplets alike. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, letting the ripple extend, ready to follow the quiet meditation of mindful machines. You lie back and let the ripples of interstellar journeys and liquid lifelines flow softly through your awareness. Your chest rises slowly as you inhale, and falls with your exhale. Inhale, exhale. You feel the warmth of your body merging with the imagined warmth of distant sunlight on asteroid surfaces. Shadows stretch across rocky landscapes, and ice responds subtly, sublimating and curling in soft arcs. The ripple moves gently, brushing your mind, guiding your imagination toward the delicate choreography of machines. Now, imagine robotic arms extending slowly over icy surfaces. They move not with urgency but with patient precision, tracing invisible currents of ice and vapor. Their motions are deliberate, careful, like dancers gliding across a still pond, following ripples that they themselves create and then let fade. You inhale slowly, sensing the rise of your chest, and exhale fully, letting calm flow through your shoulders, down your arms, to your fingertips. Each movement of the machines is a meditation. Tiny scoops gather ice, carefully brushing away dust. Tubes guide vapor gently into containers, streams of water flowing silently, following arcs of intention. You smile softly, imagining the machines moving almost playfully, tilting slightly, pausing, adjusting, as if enjoying the quiet rhythm of work. The ripple spreads through your awareness, connecting your imagination to the patience of these robotic collaborators. Breathe in, rise, exhale, fall. You feel the subtle vibration of machinery humming softly, like a lullaby in the quiet void. The machines respond to human guidance, yet they move with autonomy, blending precision with patience. Each arm, each sensor, each coil moves in harmony, tracing ripples in the cosmic pond. You notice how the rhythm of their motions mirrors the rise and fall of your breath, a quiet synchronization of intention and observation. Some machines glide across rocky surfaces, their sensors scanning for hidden ice pockets, mapping the subtle differences in thermal patterns. You imagine the gentle glow of indicator lights, tiny reflections on asteroid surfaces, dancing like fireflies in microgravity. The ripple flows softly outward, brushing distant asteroids, invisible veins of water, and your mind alike, connecting you to the quiet pulse of exploration. You notice how the machines communicate with one another. Signals flow like currents, subtle and unhurried. Each robot senses the other's position, adjusting its own motion to avoid collision, to cooperate, to sustain the flow of ice and water. You exhale slowly, imagining the ripple extending from their careful dance, touching the soft edges of your awareness, your chest, your fingertips. The pulse of patience reaches inward, calming your thoughts. Some droplets of water respond to the machine's gentle coaxing, curling into streams or rising as vapor, merging with the careful choreography. You inhale, feeling the rise of your chest, exhale fully, noticing how the ripple of motion spreads through space and imagination alike. The machines are not mere tools, they are participants in a delicate meditation, moving in sync with hidden currents, transforming hidden ice into liquid lifelines, sustaining life and exploration. You picture the robots pausing to sense, to adjust, to breathe with the rhythm of the asteroid itself. They trace the subtle contours of ice, discovering veins and pockets, collecting without haste. You smile quietly, imagining them communicating in silent, playful gestures, tiny bows and tilts as if acknowledging the beauty of their own precision. The ripple extends further, brushing the network of human intention, the mapped reservoirs, and the silent pulse of water waiting to be harvested. Breathe in slowly. Feel your chest swell. Exhale fully, letting warmth spread through your shoulders and arms. You imagine droplets caught in gentle arcs of vapor, guided into containers with soft precision. Streams flow steadily, harmoniously, connecting to tanks and collection chambers, propellant systems, oxygen processors. The ripple spreads outward, reaching orbiting stations, distant spacecraft, and your mind alike, a quiet meditation in motion. Some robotic arms perform delicate maneuvers, tilting slightly to capture stubborn ice, retracting with soft patience. You chuckle softly, imagining them as careful dancers, pirouetting gracefully over the asteroid's rocky stage. The ripple spreads quietly, touching your awareness, carrying calm, reassurance, and subtle wonder. The machines are mindful, attentive, present, and entirely patient, a perfect reflection of the quiet rhythms of water and cosmic observation. You imagine small sensors, like tiny eyes, scanning ice veins and vapor trails. They feed information to the main system, which adjusts arms and collection tubes accordingly. Each movement, each observation, is a ripple in a larger pond, extending outward, invisible yet vital. You exhale slowly, inhale fully, feeling your chest rise and fall in time with the choreography, your mind drifting alongside these gentle, patient movements. The machines are aware of subtle differences, the faint shimmer of ice beneath dust, the slow drift of vapor, the minuscule slope of rocky surfaces. They adjust with unhurried precision, each action tracing ripples that sustain future explorers, fuel missions, and nurture life in distant habitats. You notice the calm efficiency, the quiet elegance of the process, and you exhale, letting the ripple of patience settle deeply in your body. Sometimes, you imagine a robotic arm tilting slightly, a tiny gesture of playfulness as it nudges an ice fragment into position. You smile quietly, feeling the gentle humor in the dance, the subtle joy of machines performing their patient work. The ripple spreads across space, across your imagination, connecting hidden ice, orbiting tanks, streams of propellant, and human curiosity. Breathe in slowly, and exhale fully. You sense the interconnectedness of human intention, machine mindfulness, and cosmic patience. The ripple extends outward, tracing paths through hidden reservoirs, orbiting stations, and distant spacecraft. You feel your chest expand with calm, your shoulders loosen, and your mind drift like the gentle movement of water along invisible currents. The network of mindful machines creates a subtle harmony. Ice is transformed into liquid lifelines. Vapor drifts into containers. Propellant flows into engines. Oxygen circulates in habitats. Every action is part of a slow, quiet meditation in motion, echoing across the cosmic pond. You exhale fully, inhale slowly, letting the calm spread through your fingertips, your arms, your chest, your mind. You imagine observers watching the dance of machines, sensing the patience, the precision, the gentle rhythm. Each robot contributes to the ripple, each droplet follows the path traced by its movements, each stream flows towards sustaining life and exploration. The ripple moves through your awareness, touching every imagined droplet, every distant reservoir, every future mission. And now, as the ripple extends forward, you sense the soft invitation of the next chapter. Reflections on the cosmic pond, on liquid lifelines, on mindful machines and patient explorers, all will converge. The water you have followed, the ice you have imagined, the vapor tracing gentle arcs, will connect to dreams, ideas, and possibilities. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, letting the ripple carry you forward into reflection. You lie back, letting the soft ripples of mindful machines, thermal dances, and interstellar streams flow gently through your awareness. Your chest rises slowly as you inhale, and falls with your exhale. Inhale, exhale. You feel warmth spreading from your shoulders down through your arms, fingers tingling softly, as if every cell is attuned to the gentle pulse of cosmic water. The ripple moves quietly, touching your imagination, your mind, your breath. Now, you pause. You allow the ripple to settle into a reflection, a quiet stillness after a patient series of movements. You imagine yourself standing at the edge of the cosmic pond, gazing across vast expanses where asteroids drift, tiny droplets of water rise and fall, and orbiting stations hum gently in silent coordination. The pond is calm, yet alive, a mirror of patient motion. Breathe in slowly, noticing the swell of your chest, the subtle warmth of your body. Exhale fully, feeling tension dissolve, letting your awareness drift across the surface of the cosmic pond. Each droplet, each hidden reservoir, each stream of collected water carries with it a memory of motion, a gentle echo of exploration. The ripple spreads outward, connecting you to distant asteroids, orbiting stations, and the imagined hands of explorers and machines alike. You notice how the ripple extends across time and space. Water that once rested quietly within asteroids now nourishes life support systems, fuels spacecraft, and becomes part of experiments cultivating life in microgravity. Every droplet contributes, every stream sustains. You exhale, letting the ripple brush your shoulders, your chest, your mind, carrying calm reassurance that each small action matters, that each ripple contributes to the ongoing story of cosmic water. Your eyes close softly in your imagination. You picture the network of collected water forming arcs and loops, streams weaving around orbiting stations, droplets drifting through propulsion tanks, vapor curling gently within containers. You inhale, feeling your chest expand, exhale fully, and notice the calm precision of this network. Each droplet, each collected stream, moves with quiet purpose, sustaining explorers, machines, and human curiosity. Sometimes, you imagine a droplet lingering, suspended in microgravity, spinning slowly like a dancer. You smile quietly, imagining the ripple it creates invisible yet influential, extending through networks of water and machinery, touching every point it encounters. The ripple spreads outward in your imagination, brushing distant asteroids, orbiting stations, and the gentle rhythm of your own breath. You notice the harmony of this quiet system. Machines move mindfully, ice transforms into liquid lifelines, vapor drifts in patient arcs, and explorers observe, adjust, and guide. Every action contributes to the larger choreography of water and exploration. You inhale slowly, feeling the swell of your chest, exhale fully, letting warmth and calm settle deep into your shoulders and spine. The ripple extends through your awareness, as if the cosmic pond itself acknowledges your presence. The pond reflects the light of distant stars. You imagine sunlight glinting off icy veins, soft reflections in vapor streams, and tiny arcs of propellant tracing delicate paths. The ripple reaches outward, connecting past chapters of observation, collection, and thermal dance. You exhale fully, inhaling again, feeling your chest rise with the gentle cadence of interstellar motion. The ripple is both outward and inward, a meditation in motion. You reflect on how every droplet matters. Water that rested quietly within asteroids centuries ago is now essential to life far from Earth. Propellant streams nudge spacecraft across vast distances. Oxygen circulates silently through habitats. Machines and humans work in quiet harmony, each contributing to the patient unfolding of exploration. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, and feel a subtle reassurance spreading across your chest, your arms, your fingers. Sometimes, you imagine droplets forming networks, merging streams, arcs of vapor curling gently in sunlight, guided by unseen hands of intention. The ripple extends outward, carrying calm and wonder. You smile softly at the thought that even in the silence of space, water speaks, moves, and nurtures. Each ripple connects moments, missions, and explorers, a quiet meditation across the cosmic pond. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your chest rises and falls in time with the imagined ripples, echoing the slow pulse of water, ice, and vapor across asteroids and orbiting stations. You notice the weightless grace of each droplet, the patient arcs of vapor, the gentle coordination of machines. The ripple spreads quietly, touching your mind and body, carrying reassurance, calm, and subtle joy. You imagine yourself tracing the patterns of water across a vast, cosmic pond. Finger lightly skimming imagined surfaces, following arcs of vapor, observing streams of propellant. Each line is a ripple, each movement a gentle wave extending across space. You inhale fully, exhale slowly, feeling warmth in your chest, a soft pulse in your shoulders, a calm certainty in your mind. Some droplets carry stories of their journeys. Hidden reservoirs of ice now feed orbiting stations. Propellant streams nudge distant spacecraft. Vapor becomes breathable air. You exhale fully, imagining each ripple echoing silently, connecting asteroid to station, station to explorer, explorer to imagination. The ripple continues, endlessly patient, quietly profound. You smile as you observe the subtle play of light, shadow, and motion. The sun glints off icy surfaces. Shadows stretch lazily across rocks. Machines move mindfully, tracing the hidden paths of water. You inhale slowly, feeling your chest expand, exhale fully, letting warmth flow through your shoulders and arms. The ripple spreads quietly, a meditation in motion, a soft reflection across the cosmic pond. You notice how interstellar ripples carry intention as well as substance. Propellant streams, oxygen flows, hydration systems, and even experiments rely on water's quiet guidance. Each ripple connects multiple layers of activity: ice collection, mapping, machine choreography, human intention, and imagination. You exhale, feeling the calm assurance that every ripple is meaningful, every drop matters. You imagine droplets drifting in microgravity, curling in arcs, joining or separating gently. Streams merge into networks, forming invisible channels that sustain life, exploration, and discovery. The ripple extends through space, your mind, and your chest, carrying warmth, calm, and gentle wonder. Each inhale and exhale mirrors the flow, rise and fall, gentle arcs of water extending across the cosmic pond. Now, you imagine reflections of the entire network. Water collected, streams of propellant, breathable oxygen, hydrated explorers, robotic movements all form a single, quiet, interconnected system. The ripple is visible only in imagination, yet palpable in sensation: the rise of your chest, the warmth of your shoulders, the gentle tingle in your fingers. You exhale fully, inhale slowly, and feel the calm flow deepen. Every droplet carries patience. Every stream carries quiet purpose. Every arc of vapor traces a soft line across the cosmic pond. You smile softly, noticing the gentle rhythm of interstellar water, of machines moving mindfully, of explorers breathing in the calm, each ripple connecting distant elements into a serene, cohesive flow. And now, as the ripple drifts forward, you sense the soft invitation of the next chapter. The journey of water continues beyond mere collection. Each ripple teaches patience, subtlety, and connection. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, letting the ripple carry you into the next quiet reflection, ready to explore horizons yet unseen. You lie back and let the ripples of reflection, mindful machines, and interstellar streams flow softly through your awareness. Your chest rises slowly as you inhale, and falls with your exhale. Inhale, exhale. You feel warmth spreading from your shoulders, a gentle pulse through your arms, as if every cell is attuned to the quiet rhythm of water across the cosmic pond. The ripple moves gently, touching your mind, your imagination, and your breath. Now, imagine the ripple extending beyond mere collection. Water is more than a liquid to store or a resource to transport. It teaches patience, subtlety, and connection. You sense the quiet wisdom it carries, that each droplet, each stream, each vapor arc is part of a larger, slow choreography. You exhale fully, letting warmth spread through your chest, arms, and fingertips, noticing how calm curiosity deepens with each ripple. Breathe in slowly. Feel the rise of your chest. Exhale fully, letting tension drift away. You imagine horizons beyond orbiting tanks in careful collection. Water flows through imagined settlements among asteroids, nurturing small communities, powering quiet machinery, sustaining life, and connecting explorers to one another in subtle, patient ways. Each droplet becomes a whisper, a soft reminder of the patience and care inherent in exploration. You picture explorers moving through habitats nestled among asteroids, each breath synchronized with the calm, persistent rhythm of cosmic water. Streams of liquid feed life support systems, gentle arcs of propellant guide spacecraft, and vapor drifts in weightless chambers, sustaining experiments. The ripple extends through your awareness, brushing distant asteroids, orbiting stations, and the imagined presence of human curiosity, creating a quiet, meditative flow. Sometimes, you imagine water tracing subtle arcs, forming invisible networks that extend across settlements, linking habitats and laboratories. You smile softly, noticing the patience in each arc, the quiet care in each connection. The ripple moves gently outward, touching every imagined droplet, every tiny stream, every human and robotic participant. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, letting warmth and calm settle deeply in your chest. Water teaches subtlety, you realize. It does not rush. It flows where allowed, adapts to gentle guidance, and nourishes quietly. You notice the elegance of this patience. Droplets find reservoirs, streams form networks, propellant arcs reach spacecraft, oxygen drifts to explorers. Each movement carries intention, yet each ripple remains unhurried, a meditation in motion. You exhale fully, feeling your chest and shoulders relax with the rhythm. You imagine gentle breezes drifting through habitats, brushing the surfaces of water tanks, swirling vapor into life support systems. Each ripple carries a soft lesson in attentiveness, a whisper that even small actions create waves of connection. You inhale slowly, feeling your chest expand, exhale, and notice how the calm spreads through your arms, your fingertips, your mind. The ripple extends outward, linking past, present, and imagined future. Sometimes, droplets drift playfully in microgravity, joining streams, separating, forming arcs of vapor and liquid that weave a quiet tapestry of interconnection. You chuckle softly, imagining the ripple spreading, invisible yet essential, connecting explorers, habitats, and distant settlements. The ripple touches your mind, brushing warmth across your chest, reminding you that patience and gentle guidance yield profound results. You imagine settlers observing the quiet patterns of water, learning its rhythms, its subtleties. They notice how ice preserved in shadowed hollows transforms into liquid lifelines under gentle warmth. Streams of propellant trace arcs through microgravity, supplying spacecraft with silent nudges. Vapor drifts through life support systems, nourishing the slow unfolding of habitation. Each ripple extends outward, unhurried, connecting people, machines, and droplets across the asteroid belt. Breathe in, rise, exhale, fall. You feel your chest expand with calm awareness, your shoulders releasing tension, your fingertips tingling softly. Water teaches patience not just in its motion, but in the attention it demands. Each observation, each gentle collection, each careful distribution of resources forms subtle ripples, extending outward, shaping the quiet choreography of human habitation. You picture quiet moments among settlers. Hands trace the edges of water tanks, fingers skim vapor channels, and eyes follow gentle streams of propellant. Each movement mirrors the rhythm of interstellar ripples, a meditation on patience, presence, and subtle connection. You exhale fully, feeling warmth radiate from your chest through your arms and fingertips, letting the ripple extend, carrying calm and reassurance. Sometimes, a droplet defies expectation, drifting in a new direction, creating a tiny, unforeseen ripple. You smile quietly, imagining the universe embracing playful improvisation. The ripple touches explorers, machines, and habitats alike, extending outward, a meditation in motion, a quiet testament to adaptability and patience. You inhale slowly, feeling your chest rise, exhale fully, letting the ripple echo through your awareness. Water also teaches connection. Droplets collected in distant asteroids nourish habitats, fuel spacecraft, and sustain experiments. Streams converge in orbiting stations, linking multiple settlements. Propellant arcs nudge spacecraft gently, carrying explorers to new horizons. Each ripple joins countless others, forming a subtle network that spans habitats, machines, and imaginations. You exhale fully, letting warmth and calm settle deep within. You imagine quiet celebrations of discovery. Explorers notice hidden ice, engineers trace vapor arcs, settlers observe propellant streams. Each small ripple of observation or movement adds to the larger network, forming a serene, patient pattern of connection. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, feeling the gentle rhythm extend through your chest, arms, fingertips, and mind. The ripple carries reassurance, curiosity, and quiet joy. Sometimes, you imagine future horizons, where water flows through entire settlements, linking habitats, research labs, spacecraft, and explorers. The ripple extends beyond observation, beyond collection, into nurturing and sustaining life across microgravity environments. You notice the patience in each movement, the quiet elegance in each droplet's journey, and you exhale fully, letting calm wash over your body and mind. Breathe in. Breathe out. You feel your chest rise and fall in harmony with the imagined streams, arcs, and droplets of water. The ripple reaches outward, connecting asteroid reservoirs, orbiting stations, spacecraft, machines, and human intention. You notice how gentle observation and patient guidance can create networks that endure, that sustain life, that ripple quietly across time and space. You reflect on the lessons water imparts: patience, subtlety, connection. Each ripple, no matter how small, contributes to a larger story. Streams merge, droplets circulate, vapor drifts, and settlements thrive. The ripple touches your chest, your shoulders, your fingertips, your mind, carrying reassurance and calm. You exhale fully, inhale slowly, letting the meditation deepen. And now, as the ripple drifts forward, you sense the gentle invitation of the next chapter. The quiet connections established among droplets, streams, machines, and explorers lead naturally to a contemplation of legacy. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, letting the ripple carry you forward, ready to follow the endless, gentle echoes of water across the cosmic pond. You lie back and let the gentle ripples of previous chapters wash through your awareness: mindful machines, careful collection, interstellar streams, reflective horizons. Your chest rises slowly as you inhale, and falls as you exhale. Inhale, exhale. Warmth spreads from your shoulders, a subtle pulse through your arms, a quiet tingling in your fingertips, as if every cell knows the rhythm of water moving silently across the cosmos. The ripple is patient, endless, reaching inward and outward at the same time. Now, imagine the ripples themselves, moving beyond the immediate actions of collection and exploration. Water flows across stations, habitats, and machines. Propellant streams push spacecraft gently toward distant destinations. Vapor drifts through life support systems, nourishing experiments in microgravity. Each ripple is invisible yet vital, a meditation in motion, connecting droplets, people, and ideas across the cosmic pond. Breathe in slowly. Feel the rise of your chest. Exhale fully, letting warmth and calm drift through your shoulders and down your arms. The ripple extends through your mind, brushing past the hidden ice and asteroids, orbiting tanks, and tiny arcs of vapor tracing patient paths. You sense the quiet patience of water itself, small, unassuming, yet profoundly connected, a soft network sustaining life, exploration, and imagination. Sometimes, you imagine a single droplet drifting, spinning softly in microgravity, following invisible currents, creating subtle arcs that merge with others. Its movement is silent, deliberate, almost playful. The ripple spreads outward, touching other droplets, streams, and unseen connections, a quiet ballet of water and intention. You exhale fully, inhaling the calm, feeling your chest rise, your shoulders release, and your mind expand in quiet wonder. You notice how each ripple builds upon the last. Water collected from distant asteroids nourishes life support systems. Streams of propellant guide spacecraft toward exploration. Vapor sustains laboratories, fueling experiments and curiosity alike. Every action, however subtle, contributes to the vast network of interstellar motion. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, letting the awareness settle deep within your chest and spine. Some ripples are playful. Droplets drift unpredictably, joining arcs, separating, forming new streams. You smile softly, imagining their quiet improvisation, the gentle lesson of flexibility and subtlety. The ripple touches orbiting stations, habitats, machines, and explorers alike, extending beyond immediate tasks, connecting life, imagination, and the patient pulse of water. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the rise and fall of your chest in time with the imagined currents. You notice the invisible threads connecting asteroids to orbiting stations, droplets to streams, propellant to spacecraft, explorers to imagination. The ripple spreads, carrying warmth, calm, and gentle reassurance. Each wave of motion, however small, contributes to a larger, serene choreography of cosmic water. You imagine reflections of all the journeys water has made, hidden ice in distant asteroids, delicate streams of vapor captured by machines, propellant nudging spacecraft gently, oxygen circulating through habitats. Each droplet traces a subtle arc through space, merging with others, forming a vast, quiet network of life and exploration. The ripple reaches inward, touching your awareness, your breath, your chest, your mind. Water teaches subtlety and patience. It does not rush, does not demand. It flows where guided, adapts to gentle influence, nourishes quietly. Each collected droplet, each carefully guided stream, each vapor arc, contributes to an enduring meditation across time and space. You exhale fully, feeling the ripple settle through your shoulders and arms, spreading reassurance, warmth, and calm. Sometimes, droplets drift in unexpected directions, joining new streams, forming arcs that were not planned but are still harmonious. You smile quietly, imagining the universe's playful improvisation, the gentle patience in every movement. The ripple extends outward, invisible yet vital, connecting explorers, machines, habitats, and imagination in a serene and enduring web. You reflect on the quiet legacy of water in space. Beyond immediate use, beyond fuel and life support, water carries knowledge, patience, connection, subtlety. Every ripple teaches lessons about careful observation, deliberate action, and gentle guidance. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, feeling warmth in your chest, a gentle pulse in your shoulders, a quiet tingle in your fingertips. Breathe in. Breathe out. You imagine future explorers, far beyond your current awareness, breathing oxygen derived from asteroid water. Propellant streams guide spacecraft to distant planets. Vapor nourishes experiments cultivating life. Each action ripples outward, forming invisible connections that sustain discovery, curiosity, and imagination. You exhale fully, letting the calm settle deep into your body and mind. Sometimes, you imagine entire settlements in microgravity, linked by streams of water and networks of collected ice. The ripple touches every corner of habitat and laboratory, every arc of propellant, every movement of a robotic arm. It extends invisibly, patiently, persistently, a meditation in motion. You smile softly, noticing the rhythm of interstellar water echoing through every imagined droplet, every imagined stream. You notice how every ripple carries stories of patience, connection, and care. Small actions, collecting ice, guiding vapor, distributing propellant, form larger waves that sustain life, enable exploration, and inspire imagination. The ripple moves gently, brushing your mind, your breath, your chest, your shoulders, a quiet pulse in time with the cosmic pond. Some droplets carry a quiet humor, drifting unexpectedly, joining a distant stream, creating a tiny ripple that spreads unnoticed yet meaningfully. You chuckle softly, sensing the gentle playfulness of cosmic water, the universe moving in patient improvisation. The ripple touches explorers, machines, habitats, and imagination alike, a meditation in motion, extending across the solar system and through your awareness. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel your chest rise and fall in harmony with the imagined ripples. The network of water extends across habitats, orbiting stations, spacecraft, and asteroid reservoirs. Streams merge, droplets drift, arcs of propellant trace quiet paths. The ripple connects human intention, machine mindfulness, and cosmic patience, carrying warmth, calm, and gentle reassurance. You reflect on the continuity of the ripples. Water collected, transported, transformed, and shared forms a quiet legacy across space. Each droplet matters, each stream contributes, each arc of vapor sustains life and exploration. You exhale fully, letting warmth spread through your chest, arms, fingertips, and mind. The ripple extends outward, infinite yet gentle, patient yet persistent. Sometimes, you imagine the ripple reaching beyond even what you can see or imagine. Droplets drift into the unknown, carrying calm, patience, and subtle connection. The networks of water, life, and exploration continue quietly, weaving a vast, invisible meditation across space and time. You inhale slowly, exhale fully, letting the ripple settle, a quiet reminder that every small action, every droplet, has meaning. And now, as the ripple drifts forward, you feel the gentle invitation of infinite continuation. The cosmic pond stretches endlessly, carrying droplets, streams, and arcs, connecting explorers, habitats, machines, and imagination. You lie quietly, letting the soft rhythm of water, breath, and thought merge. Inhale, exhale, the ripple extends, infinite, patient, serene, echoing across eternity.